So as I was mentioning, there's a lot of components to seed oil, and what would you do if you discovered something really interesting? Well, we've discovered something really interesting. What would you do if you found something that was that could be used in almost every major market that we can think of? This is a building material, raw material. It has all sorts of applications, and it has, and I'm going to go through it. Well, what you do is you protect it, and we found something in flax that is very valuable, probably more valuable than Wallace's headgear here. And we're going to, I'm going to carry through where I think this can be used. I think that the compounds we found in flaxseed, they can be used in pharmaceuticals. We know that pharmaceuticals are increasing rapidly, 5 to 7% growth, huge, huge market, approaching $1 trillion. Peptides also have some really unique properties, and that allows them that we believe they can be used in LEDs. And the global market for these are growing rapidly, 15% growth, I believe, to continue through 2014. They can be used in solar panels. I'm not explaining exactly how this works. I'm going to get to this in a minute. And the global thin film production is going up for these sort of things. So we've got quite an amazing molecule that can be used in this. It can be used in drugs, catalysts, flat panel displays, solar cells, and any other number of materials, because it's a raw material for building things. These peptides are amazing structures. And the reason why is they belong to a class of molecules. They're circular. Now, one of the really neat things, if nature wants to do anything interesting, it does it with a group of molecules called proteins. All the enzymes are pretty much made out of amino acids that are strung together in a chain. Problem with a chain is that it has ends, and it tends not to be very strong. These peptides are circular. It makes them very chemically stable. It also makes them stable to biological degradation. It also gives them properties that make them more efficient as drugs. So a lot of the applications we're talking about, they're just a result of the fact that these are small loops of amino acids that have really unusual properties because they're circular. Flax peptides we're finding in the seeds, they're very plentiful. If we take a ton of flax oil, we can get 1.6 kilograms. Doesn't sound like very much, but if you look at the cost of peptides and things like that, or the volume of the flax crop, you could probably get about 600,000 kilograms of this material from the Canadian flax crop. Other related molecules like this, and these stringing together amino acids is a very expensive thing to do. You can make peptides, certainly you can buy them by the milligram, but scaling these things up is fairly expensive, and other molecules that are used in catalysts, sometimes they can get up to $10,000 a kilogram. They're just showing you examples of different molecules that are used that are cyclic and have some of the properties that peptides have, but they would not have the exact properties, and they would not necessarily have the same applications. So these molecules, they act as cups. They essentially can hold something inside the cup, and that is associated with all the properties that we're talking about. So be able to hold something inside a cup and keep it away from the local environment, that association of the cup with the material inside it changes its molecular structure. Now I'm just showing you here, this is somebody who's showing the structure of a cyclodextrin. That's a cyclic sugar. And I can assure you that with cyclic proteins you can do a lot more than you can do with a cyclic sugar. But again, it's the nature of this as a cup. And then one of the things that we are doing, because we've got and able to work with a lot of very good chemists in the university, we're able to modify these cups, put essentially handles on them so that they can be used for different purposes.